Landover, Maryland, site of FedEx Field. I'll tell you, we have a good one on our hand as we get set for this one between Oakland and Washington. Let's take you now to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth, who are getting set for the kickoff.
With clear skies in the forecast, we should be set for tonight's game. Thanks for joining us. Tom Hammond here, and beside me, Chris Collinsworth from the 5-yard line. Chris, this looks to be a good one.
I think the thing is you have to have good quarterback play, because if you have that, you can withstand a lot of adversity. The team with that definitely has an advantage here.
Russell lines up under center. They'll line up in the I formation. Vargas on the run. He's dropped at the 47-yard line. 10-yard gain that time. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Vargas gets the call again. And they get him at the 49-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain, and that will bring up second down. They line up at the 49. Vargas is the deep back as they line up in the I. Drops back to pass. Gets the pass away. Hit him in the hands, but he can't hang on. Third down coming up after that incomplete pass. It's third down now and 8 to go. Ball on the 49. The Raiders come out in the single back formation, 3 receivers wide. Throws it short. And he made a great open field tackle. Nice pass, but not enough for the first. That'll bring up fourth down.
Pretty nice play that time. They picked up some good yardage, but they lost the battle on first and second down and left themselves in third and long. Just too much to overcome.
Kicks it away, and it's a huge punt. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense will take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10. Campbell lines up under center. I formation this time. He's looking to throw. He throws right. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. They went with a sideline pass, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Cooley motioning to the right. Drops back. He threw off his back foot. Tipped ball, intercepted, inside the 30. It's a fumble. Defense falls on it. The ball came free, and the defense was right there to scoop it up.
Well, one thing for sure, the ball's not going to stay free on that field for very long. Defensively, they were all over that one.
He looks to throw on first down. Dumps it out left. Tight coverage, and it's picked off. What an interception by the cornerback.
You know, some of these corners are just freakish athletes right now. Oftentimes, they're the best athletes on the field. Maybe they don't have the skill set, great hands, great moves, whatever, but they are definitely among the fastest in the NFL.
He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they were looking for on that play call.
You know, for a running back, there comes a point in time where you say, all right, this play is not working. Let me just get as much as I can and try to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Good pocket presence shown as the quarterback was able to get rid of it just before the pressure got to him.
Yeah, very safe, simple play, hitting the underneath receiver for a solid gain.
Drops back to pass. Not much time to throw. Brings this one in. Excellent pass by the quarterback on that play.
I'm really enjoying watching the timing between this receiver and the quarterback. We're seeing a well-schooled offense now going to work.
They'll throw on first down. Looks down the field, and he catches it. Tackled at the 21-yard line. A good play to the tight end that time.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
Goes for the end zone. Hall bats it away. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 21. The Redskins come out in a single back formation.
On the lower level.
He drops back to pass. And they're coming after him. Third down coming up after that incompletion. So another third down upcoming for the offense. The Raiders line up with a quarter defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field. Looks for a man open. Makes the reception. It's completed, but it'll wind up short.
Well, it's not a horrible call in that situation because you put the ball in the hands of a playmaker. You try and allow him to create, but you're seeing now defensively, when they close together like that, it's going to be awfully tough to pick up that first down.
Solid kick that time, and he puts it right through the uprights, converting for the field goal. Decent kick. Fielded at the 4. Hit and dropped at the 32-yard line. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. He's dropped at the 41-yard line. They grab 8 yards there.
You know, one of the dangers of blitzing is that if you can break that first line of the defense, now you just don't have the pursuit in behind it to stop the run.
That'll be a gain of 3 and the first.
Clever little play call there to pick up the first down just past the first down marker.
The backfield is in the offset I formation. Feeds it to the back. They tackle him for a loss. Tried to find something, but there wasn't anything there for him.
Yeah, not anything at all. And as a running back, you're probably going back to the huddle going, guys, a little help, please?
Looks to pass. Catch is made. He's tackled at the 41-yard line. Now this will bring up a pretty difficult third down for the offense.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's third down and medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation, and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit.
And they get him at the 48-yard line. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing fourth down. Leckler is waiting for the snap. Kicks it away, and it's a huge punt. And they'll down it at the 4-yard line. He did everything that was asked of him on that punt.
Yeah, that was a great job. He kept it in the field of play. It was downed inside his opponent's territory. All the return man really could do in that situation is just get out of the way.
He needs to make a decision. It's incomplete. The quarterback put that one too far out in front of his receiver, and he couldn't stay inbound.
He tried to make a safe throw there, but the receiver was open. It didn't have to be quite that cautious and just let him out of bounds.
They'll give it off here. He tries to spin, and he is dropped. Just about a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up third down. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 3-0. They line up at the 7. Washington comes out in the shotgun. On the ground with a tailback. He is hit hard on the play. He'll need to mix it up a little better to avoid these 3 and out.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty mixed up on that series. I didn't see anything go right.
Punts it. Hall fields it at the 50. Cuts back, and he's dropped. And that was a pretty nice return there, Chris.
He was just a couple of steps away from breaking that one all the way. This coverage team better start stepping up, or he's going to take one in for 6.
He's looking to throw. Defense closing in. Hit hard at the 41-yard line. And that was a great job to get to him for the sack.
Man, those defensive linemen just keep getting quicker and quicker. The quarterback had no chance whatsoever there. At least he was able to hold on to the ball.
Passes left. He's brought down at the 25. Another fine pass and catch on that play.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.3 40. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
He drops back to pass. Goes through his read. And it's caught. He's dropped at the 4. Pretty risky throw that time, but it worked, so you won't see many complaints.
Probably the most dangerous throw in football right there. Anytime you see the quarterback throwing across his body like that, back into coverage, when it works, you go, boy, that looks pretty and that's easy to do, and you're always tempted to do it. But how many times have we seen a ball like that picked off?
Perfect time to go with the run. What a touchdown.
They just ran it right at him, didn't they? And they were not going to be stopped on that one. Nice job up front by the offensive line to control the point of attack. They got an excellent push right from the snap, and the running back did the rest.
The kick is up, and good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick. Cartwright fields it at the 1. Breaks a tackle. He's tackled at the 25. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. He drops back. He throws left. Brought down right around the 34-yard line. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And how'd you like that throw by the quarterback? A little touch, a little lob in over the top, like an alley-oop in basketball.
Dumps it out right. Morrison has the pick. He got decleated. And that was the second time he's been picked off this half.
Well, we're going to find out how mentally tough this quarterback is, because when you get off to a shaky start like that, sometimes it's tough to piece everything back together again.
Vargas, the ball carrier. And they get him around the 35-yard line. The running back gains 2 yards on the carry. The Raiders go with the I formation. Russell takes it back. Passes it. With the catch. And he dropped him in the open field. And it's the tailback with a big catch.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
What happened there?
Well, the defense was in zone coverage. They got good pass protection. And anytime that happens, it tends to really stretch those zones and widen the holes.
Russell calls for motion left. He's dropped at the 6. 2 minutes to go in the half. Six yards away from pay dirt here. Nickel back in this time. Back to throw. He's running out of time. Completed. Loose ball. Defense has it. Good job on defense to be right there for the recovery.
Well, you get yourself in the right place for a recovery by hustling, and that time this defense was really flying to the ball.
Campbell hands it off. Tackled at the 4, and he picks up about 4. That brings up second down. Offense sets up deep inside their own territory. Ball on the 4-yard line. Campbell sends a man in motion. Hands it to the back. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped.
Really love Clinton Portis's toughness. He is a guy that attacks defenders. Maybe it's cost him in the past. He's had some injuries from trying to run over guys, but I just like his mental makeup. He is a real tough-nosed football player.
They'll give it off here. And they get him at the 20. Portis gains about 2 yards on the run. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 20. They come out with a big set. And as we head to halftime, the score is 7-3. And here's the kick. Fielded at the 4. He's hammered at the 36-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Portis on a counter left side. He's dropped around the 39-yard line. A couple of yards there by the halfback on the counter. Washington goes with the ace set here. He drops back. Passes it out. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. Not too bad a pass there.
Not too bad at all. And sometimes those little touch throws are actually more difficult than the bullet passes. Kind of hard to come up with the timing to hit the receiver right in stride, but that was well thrown.
Huge hit. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
Portis takes the handoff, and he will lose yardage on the play. That's what you call a great individual effort.
There are just some guys in this league that you have to run away from, but the danger in that is you run away from him, and he uses his speed to catch you from behind.
Morrison knocks it down, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say, what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Frost kicks it, and man, did he get a leg into this one. Down in the end zone for a touchback. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. And he's deep-cleated at the 30. These days, you need a back who has good hands.
Yeah, running backs today have to be really complete players. You mentioned the fact they have to be able to catch the football and make plays on the outside, but blocking is so key as well. You have to be able to do it all if you're going to be playing halfback in the NFL.
3, call it 4 on the completion. Quarterback is in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation. Russell will look to pass, looking for a receiver. Knocked loose. He just got in there and knocked the ball loose.
Yeah, he'll be lucky if the ball is all he knocked loose with that hit. He may have lost a few teeth as well.
Oakland is going with the offset eye backfield. Setting up play action. And they get him at the 40. They were able to complete the pass on the play, but they'll still end up short of the 1st down.
And it's really up to the receiver in that situation to try and split the defenders. He has to find a way to duck a shoulder, to roll his head, to do something to, yes, they got the tackle, but they got it while I was still moving forward and able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll take it from the 18. He's tackled at the 43-yard line. And that was an impressive display of speed on the return.
Wow, there are not a lot of guys in this league that can beat him in a foot race. And not only does he have that incredible straight line acceleration, but he also gets up to full speed very quickly. And that's one of the things that makes this guy deadly. You do not want to give him even a little tiny seam, or he's going to take it.
Campbell comes to the line with 3 wide. Portis on the give. The defender gets him to the ground. The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Brought down around the 41-yard line. Portis picks up about 4 yards on the play. Washington lines up with 3 receivers. Sets up the play action. And it's completed. He's brought down around the 34-yard line. And that one was completed for a solid gain.
Solid gain, yes, but no first down on that play. So now it's going to bring up a decision on the part of the offense. Defensively, I think they executed that one exactly the way they wanted to.
They'll go to work at the 41-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Russell is under center. They'll come out in an I. Handoff to the right. Looked like the ref is going to call this one back.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty will move them back a bit.
That's just sloppy play there. You have to be able to concentrate in these situations. You're just giving away yardage.
Back to throw. Looks for a man open. And he caught it. He's tackled at about the 39-yard line. About 6 yards on the play.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
Here's the give. And they get him at the 45. 5-yard gain. And that makes it third down. From their own 45-yard line. Washington comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Drops back to pass. Defense is getting pressure. Makes the catch. Tackled right around the 44-yard line. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. The defense looks like they're going to send in the cavalry on this one. Here's the kick. He got some distance on it. And they'll down it at the 11. What a great punt to pin them deep.
When you go for a punt to pin a team deep in their own territory, the last thing you want to have happen is to have it end up in the end zone for a touchback, because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
Knocked out of bounds around the 27-yard line.
Clinton Portis is one of the really entertaining guys that you'll find in the National Football League. I've been in on several production meetings with this guy, and he keeps you laughing. Of course, he has all those characters that he does. But when he puts that helmet on and he gets out there on the field, this is one of the toughest running backs in the game, and he is a big play guy as well.
Gives to the back. He's tackled around the 28-yard line. The running back gets about a yard, maybe less. It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. 2 tight ends here. Short throw to the right. He's brought down at the 34-yard line. He delivered a nice throw on that drop back, completing it for a pretty good gain.
You know, there aren't many guys who work any harder than this guy, both in the offseason and during the week of practice. He isn't the most physically gifted quarterback I've ever seen, but you can tell the time he puts in the film room, in the weight room, and he understands the game of football.
Gets it away cleanly. Hall takes it at the 28. Tackled at the 36-yard line. Not a bad return there.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
McIntosh knocks it down. Walker was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass.
Those children under the age of 2
from their
do
own
not need a
36-yard
ticket
line.
and are expected to sit on
Russell lines up under center. Single backfield this time. He throws it. It's completed. Brought down at the 48-yard line. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and finding the open man.
As a receiver, when you go against a zone defense, it's much more about recognition and knowing where the holes in that zone defense are. That time the receiver executed perfectly and found the open spot.
He lost yardage on the play. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run.
We cannot do that mess.
The Raiders come out showing 3 wide. They go with the run. He's dropped at the 46-yard line. He did what he could, but it still won't be enough for a first down.
And defensively, they'll give you a run like that. I mean, it's third down and long situation. And if you want to simply hand the ball off, take it. We'll let you punt the football, and we'll go back and drink some little water.
The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Fakes to the back. No, he drops it. An excellent job by the defense of disrupting that last play.
And that was really on the wide receiver. Not much of a route, very little separation, and gave the defense a chance to make that play.
Campbell gives it up the middle. It came loose. Looks like a defensive lineman might have it. That was a huge turnover.
What a tremendous play by the defense. You really began to get the feeling this offense was getting something going. They stripped the football out of there and kill the drive, kill the momentum.
Gives it off. He's tackled at about the 11, and the fullback made him pay big time on that run.
Wow, how often do you see that? A fullback with a big run like that. And I can tell you one thing, I used to play safety in high school. And anytime the fullback would get a head of steam like that going, people tend to get out of the way.
The halfback picks up a yard. They line up on the 10. The Raiders line up in an I formation. And they get him around the 7-yard line. That's 4 yards on the play, and so it'll be third down. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The Raiders line up with an offset I backfield. Fakes to the back. And the defender intercepts it. That interception puts them right back in the game.
Oh, boy, you've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. You just have to milk the clock, and your quarterback does that. Ugh.
They line up at the 15. Offset I formation in the backfield. Back to pass. Throws the bullet to the right. Brought down at the 26-yard line. Good pickup by the receiver.
And we've always talked about this receiver's big play ability. He may not be the fastest guy in the league, but you can tell he wants the ball in his hands in big situations.
Campbell to the air on first down. Comes down with it. He steps out at the 23-yard line. That'll go for a loss of a couple.
He did a great job of keeping containment there. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that one.
Dumps it out left. And they get him at the 25. And a long third down try coming up for them now after that stop by the defense.
And now we're down to the part of the game that I think decides most games. You make a good play on second down, now you're bringing up a third down situation. Either you keep the drive alive here or the defense turns it over to the offense.
Portis lines up as the lone back. 3 receivers split out wide. He needs to get rid of it. Drops the sure pick.
Results in a turnover on downs.
Oakland lines up with a great field position that could write an end to this one. They give it to the tailback. He fights forward to about the 23. Vargas gets about a yard on the play. The Raiders line up with two tight ends. Tackled at the 17. They call his number and he carries for 6 yards. I don't think there's any question as to how this offense wants to pick up this first down. Hands it to the back. And they're not going to get it. Great stop. So they tried to push it ahead, but the defense stopped them short first down.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
The kick is up. And it splits the uprights. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks it off. Drilled at the 27-yard line. This is it. They need a touchdown and a point after to tie this game up.
Well, the idea here is to conserve as much time as possible. Obviously, the offense is going to be trying to get the ball near the sidelines, stop the clock. Defenses know that. You'll see a lot more boundary coverage as they try and keep play in the middle of the field.
Washington comes out with 3 receivers in the shotgun. Changing the play. Shows a fake spike. Pass completed. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. 4-yard gain.
Good patience that time by the quarterback, just checking down to the underneath route, giving his guy a chance to make a play.
Nice play fake. Goes through his read. Is there for the catch. He's tackled at the 48-yard line.